What is going on, everybody? Just the Savage here from Crazy Colors Gaming, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be starting a brand new series on this channel, guys. Today we're going to be starting a World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Let's Play series. So, before I go any further, make sure that you go down there and take whatever color that you can. Yep, red, yellow, blue, green, tan. It doesn't really matter, guys. Take whatever color you have of paint and just smear it all over the like, subscribe, and notification button so that you can stay in the loop for whenever we post up new content like this. New content that is goofy, out of this world, and, you know, just downright fun and awesome and all that other stuff. So, it's like I said, we're going to be starting a brand new Let's Play on World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. And for those of you who do not know, World of Warcraft has been a game that has been out since 2004, and they have made several expansions. I believe they are on their 8th right now, which is Battle for Azeroth. And it's an online MMORPG that basically puts you into this fantasy world called Azeroth. And there are two main factions that are against each other: the Horde and the Alliance. And your job is basically to make your own character and play through this really expansive, really immersive game, guys. The stuff that you're about to see me do only barely scratches the surface of what this game really has to offer. As you can tell, one of my characters is level 111, and it's just a really immersive game, guys. So, after you make an account, I think it's $15 for, wait, or it's probably more than that, but you can pay for a 1 month, 3 month, or 6 month, or maybe even a full year subscription for World of Warcraft. You make an account, you download and install the game with all of the expansions. It probably takes up about 4.5 hours to do so. And then after you do that, you log in, and then you get to choose what realm you would like to play on. Now, the realm does not affect world spawn or anything like that. It just affects what players you play with. So we're going to go back into this one, and then once you do that, you're going to come down here to this button, and you're going to say create a new character. We're not going to do that because I already have our character right here, the one that we're going to be playing for this entire series. But if you do not have a character in here, or if there's a character that you really want to make, you come down here and you can say create new character. Once you press this button, it will take you to this interface, which will basically give you a variety of different races that you can play, as well as a variety of different classes. So let me just go over the different races and classes real quick. So you have the human, the dwarf, the night elf, the gnome, the draenei, and the worgen. The worgen is one of my personal favorites on the Alliance side. And then on the Horde, you have the orc, the undead, the tauren, the troll, the blood elf, and the goblin. The orc is my favorite on the Horde side. And then you have a character that they implemented in one of the expansions, a Pandaren, and I think Radical would really like this character. They are, as what they think, they are panda humanoids, and they come from the land of Pandaria, and they are neutral characters, and basically up until you play through their entire beginning quest line, and then you get to choose what side you want to be on, whether you want to be on the Horde side or the Alliance side, and they just look all so cute and cuddly and stuff like that. And that's why I think Radical would really like these characters, because he loves pandas. That's one of his favorite characters. But so of course you have the Worgen, and they're like the ooh, they somehow picked the Death Knight for this one. But so you have the Worgen. They're basically like werewolves, and actually that's what they are. And then you also have the orcs, and you have the undead. You basically play like whatever, you know, strikes your fancy. If you like big, brutish, brainless characters who only care about fighting, then you play as an orc. If you care about if you're a person who just loves death, you play as the undead. What really matters here is the classes. Now, the classes determine like how you play. So certain races can only have certain classes. So if you see these classes grayed out, that means that the character that you have selected cannot be that class. So, for instance, this guy, an orc cannot be a paladin, a priest, a druid, or a demon hunter, and a worgen cannot play as a paladin, shaman, monk, or demon hunter. I believe only certain characters can be a demon hunter. Once you do that, we're not actually going to create a new character, but I'm just going to show you. Like, you can change their face and their skin color. You can change their hairstyle. You can basically do a lot in the character customization, and then you give them a name. Just hope and pray that your name isn't already taken when you go to create your character. But once you create your character, he will appear in your character list. And then when you want to start playing your new character, all you have to do is press this button called Enter World, and the world will spawn in. Now, I have not done anything with this character yet, guys, and since there is sound coming out of my speakers, you guys are going to be able to hear the orc beginning story. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, how have you guys' days been? Please let me know in the comments section down below. If you're really looking forward to this series, and granted this is only the first episode, but if you're really looking forward to this series, then go down there and leave me a comment down below. And also, don't forget, I'm going to say again, take whatever color you want and just smear the like, subscribe, and notification button so that you can stay in the loop for future content such as this, including including me and my friends as well. So, I hope you guys enjoy this series, and let's begin. Now, usually at the beginning, it does take a little bit for it to load up because you are loading up a completely new sequence and it has to load up all the quests and stuff like that. That's what you do in this game, guys. You quest, and they have maybe billions of quests at this point. So I'm just going to shut my yapper because it's about to be done here, and we're going to get started with this. Just got quiet. Okay, what I saw this orc doing was not a very pleasant sight, but okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a new sequence, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the video. And we are back. So what I just saw this orc doing, I did not want to see happen, but so that's the orc story. I don't know if you guys heard that very well, but if you didn't, please leave me in the comment section below. So here we are in the beginning area. We are in the Valley of Trials, and this is basically the beginning. This is the beginning area for when you play as an orc at level 1. So it spawns you right in front of this guy, and you will notice that this guy has a yellow exclamation point above his head. That means that he has a quest for you. So you right-click on him, and this dialog box comes up, and you guys can pause the video and you can read all of this if you want. But we're not going to worry about that. We basically have to speak with another guy, and it will give us 40 experience. Every single quest will give you experience, and so I recommend that you do every single quest because leveling in this game is such a hassle. So now you will notice that this guy has a yellow question mark above his head, and that means that you can turn in one of your quests to this guy, one or even more of them. So, to turn in the quest, you basically just press this button called Complete Quest, and it will give you the XP, and this little fanfare will play. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but down here there is a purple bar, and this bar measures your experience. Once this bar is full, you will gain a new level. Above that, above the experience bar is your hot bar, and this is basically where all of your attacks and all your abilities go. And there are more hot bars that you can enable and stuff like that to give yourself even more space. Professionals like to do that, and even some beginners like to do that to have just more space and to make it look more complete. But we're going to accept this next quest, and we have to slaughter 6 modeled boars. And once we turn in this quest, we will receive the Bragger's Gauntlets, and we will also receive 65 copper and 220 experience. So we're going to accept that quest. And before we go any further, I am going to go into the interface section, and I am going to enable all of those action bars. There we go. Now it looks more natural to me. So now we're going to come over here. I know exactly what to do. I've played this race a lot, so I know exactly what to do. So this is the Valley of Trials, and if we press M, it will open up our map, and we can press this button, this arrow button right here, to make it full screen or only part of the screen. And where you see the number, like where you see this symbol, the number in that symbol is basically what quest it's a part of. So if you have a quest, so the quest that you have is number 1. So if you have a quest that is number 1, then the quest that you have to do is somewhere in this area. And you see this blue area. This is basically where you are going to be able to actually do this quest. It means that you're not going to be able to find what you need for this quest anywhere else. So we have to enter this area, and as you can see, there is also an outline of this area in our mini-map. So once we enter this area, we know that we are in the right place. So, well, that's quite a shame. That is a great shame. Um, oh man. Okay. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I am so sorry about that. For some reason, I thought that I was continuing to record, but but now I have to recap you guys on what happened. But that's okay. So after we finished the model boar quest, came back over here and we got the the gauntlets from this guy. We equipped them, and then after we completed this quest, we gained a level. We gained up to level 2. We received a quest from this guy that requires us to kill 7 Northwatch scouts, and then we went over there, and then we got a quest to collect 6 cactus apples. Now, what I was saying in the segment that I didn't record was as you progress in level, more quests become available to you. Now, quests also become available to you as your reputation with certain members, as your reputation with different factions increases, as well as your ability to get special gear and whatnot. So we're going to start this next quest, which we need to kill 7 Northwatch scouts. Now, over time, you will start to man, I really need to think about what I'm saying before I actually say it. So it'll come back to me. But so we're going to, oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. Over time, you're going to start noticing like what quests you should really be doing first. Of course, you need to be doing all of the quests that you receive, but like you may be a person that may be like, well, I may want to start like a hard quest first and then move on to the easiest ones, or maybe do the easiest quest first and then move on to the hardest, or maybe you're just one of those people who likes going in a random direction or a random pattern, like it really doesn't matter to you. There is something that I do also want to enable. It's called auto loot, and basically it's just as the name implies. Auto loot is basically like when you go to loot an enemy, or when you go to loot a chest or something like that, everything that is inside that chest is automatically put into your inventory, so you don't have to worry about any of that. I think it's in interface, but I'm not completely sure. So let me go into controls, enable auto loot. That's where it is. Press OK, and then we're going to return to game, because I've been playing my Death Knight a lot, and he has auto loot enabled, and so I'm just very used to that. So as you can see, I didn't even have to click anything that time. So yeah. So yes, there are billions of quests in here, and there's just so many things to do. You are never going to get bored with this game. But it is kind of a shame that you do have to pay for it, but it is understandable. We're going to, oh man. Okay, now I'm overkilling. That's what I like to call it when I forget about how many enemies I've killed and I just keep on killing them for a quest. I call it overkilling. So that actually went by easier than I thought it would, so that's sacred simplicity right there. So, for those of you who do not know me, who are not familiar with my channel, or if there are people that here right now who are watching my channel and they know and they've heard me say sacred simplicity before, but they do not know what it means. Sacred simplicity is basically when I'm about to go and do something that I think is hard, but then it turns out to be easier than I thought it was going to be. So so we just got the bracers, and yes, the armor does increase the defenses of your character, as well as giving you some special buffs and stuff like that. But the special buffs really don't come into play like until later on in the game, like very later on in the game. But anyway, so Sacred Simplicity. That's basically what it means. Where like like for my channel and stuff like that. Like it means that like in Terraria, basically, like if we're gonna go up against a boss and we think that it's just going to be absolutely impossible and stuff like that, and then we go in and then we die a couple of times, but then we go in and we actually defeat it. That is an example of Sacred Simplicity, where we thought it was impossible, but we actually ended up figuring out that we could actually do it. So that's just an example of sacred simplicity. So now we're going around and we are collecting these cactus apples. Now I tried to record this Let's Play a few days ago, but I was having problems with my mic, so I had to get rid of the old footage. But now that I have a working mic, I'm obviously able to do this. So these cactus apples, like, oh man, I'm blasting through this quest so fast that I'm not even explaining what to look for. So cactus apples. So it's actually quite obvious what you need to be looking for. So you need to be looking for cactus that have apples on them. So you'll know when you found something that relates to your quest when it has like this golden outline on it, and that golden outline means that you have a quest that thing represents. And when you go and you hover your mouse over it, you'll notice that your cursor turns into a cog, and that means that you are able to interact with that object that your cursor is hovering over. So we're going to right-click on that, and then we are going to be getting our cactus apples. And now we have all 6, so we're going to be returning to base, and we are going to be handing in these quests to the different people that have gotten them, that we've gotten them from. Oh! We still have to get the scorpid tails. Silly me. So, okay, so now we have to get the scorpid worker tails. But guys, I think I am going to wrap it up for the first segment, for the first episode of our World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Let's Play series. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave me a comment down below telling me what you thought of this video, as well as ideas for future videos and what you like to see us do in the future. Also, a link to my channel and everyone else's channels will be down in the description below, so that you can go check us out individually and give us all some love with likes, subscribes, and whatever strikes your fancy. Comments. It really doesn't matter. But so links to our channels will be down in the description below, so that you can go check us out. I do have a Let's Play Terraria Calamity mod series currently going on my channel. I haven't worked on that series in a couple of months, so but I am wanting to continue that. And I know that I know that Techno Video Gamer also does a lot of live streaming on his channel, so be sure to go check him out. So anyway, guys, this is just the Savage from Crazy Colors Gaming, and I will still see you guys in episode 2 of our World of Warcraft Let's Play series. God bless you.